Hi guys, today we will talk about Saudi Arabia. Have you ever heard about Saudi Arabia? So for now we will explain about Saudi Arabia. Okay.
Geographical area. Saudi Arabia is situated in Southwest Asia, include Israel, Iraq, Oman, Yemen, Bahrain, Qatar, Jordan, Syria, and finally Lebanon. Saudi Arabia is also known as the largest country in Arabia, bordering the Persian Gulf and north of Yemen. And the kingdom occupies 80% of the Arabian Peninsula. Next is the population. Currently, the population of Saudi Arabia is more than 35 million people. To be exact, is 35,319,086 people. That consists of 19,502,492 males and 15,816,593 females. In short, 55.2% of males and 44.8% of females. Each country must have a leader, right? Who is responsible for leads the country to maintain as a developed country that will be recognized by the world. In Saudi Arabia, their leader names is Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, who born on 31st of August 1985. As you can see in the video, he also was appointed Crown Prince on 21st of June 2017. Meanwhile, in the economic sector, Saudi Arabia is one of the top 20 economies in the world. This country's number one economic source is dependent on oil, as the country has the second largest proven petroleum reserves. Moreover, Saudi Arabia is known as the fifth largest proven natural gas reserves and considered an enemy superpower.
As for religion, Islam is the state religion of Saudi Arabia. Its law requires all citizens to be Muslims. Any non-Muslim attempting to acquire Saudi Arabian nationality must convert to Islam. The Islamic economic system focuses on basic people needs. Next, Islamic system is not wealth-centered, but more to man-centered. Also, it prohibits riba because the system follows the Sharia law. First, the Islamic economic system is interest-free. A loan is regarded as an exchange of assets rather than the lending of money. When a loan is taken out to purchase an asset, the bank will make the purchase, then sell it to the individual at a markup price. Number 2, the Islamic economic system reducing the impact of harmful products and practices. The Quran forbids the earning of profits through unfair trading or practices which are damaging or harmful to the society. It is considered as an exploitative practice in Islam if interest is charged on someone who is constrained to borrow to meet his or her essential consumption requirements. Charging of interest on loans taken for productive purposes is also prohibited since it is not an equitable kind of transaction.
Other than that, encouraging stability in investment. A paper written by Jahonir Imanzarov and presented at the 2011 Changing Europe academic term argues that the Islamic financial industry has inherent anti-crisis code that eliminates economics bubble. Among his evidence, the author point to the 25% increase of worth asset held within the Islamic financial industry from 2007 into 2008, when much of the globe was battling the worst of financial crisis. A component of this anti-crisis code is that a loan is regarded as an exchange of assets rather than lending of money. When a loan is taken out to purchase an asset, the bank will make the purchase, then sell it to the individual at a market up price. It helped by assisting the financial inclusion. Islamic economic system can enhance the financial inclusion by bringing people who are self-excluded on the basis of non-secular concern to the economic system, and it uses the identical technique and mechanism of traditional finance peer to focus on different segments of unbanked individuals. Rich and poor alike stand to profit from participating product based on Islamic principles. Rich and poor stand to get profit from participating in products supported by Islamic principles. On the other hand, anyone will access Islamic financial product has the potential. Next, we will move into the disadvantage of Islamic economic system. First, some element of Islam-derived commercial law could be confusing to non-Muslim. Second, although borrowers do not seem to be affected by rising interest rates, they also do not get the benefit of falling rates. Third, some Islamic products might not be compatible with international financial regulation. Solution to basic economic problem for Islamic system. Okay, now we will move to what to produce. Consumer preference influence the production decision of the firm. Production in the private sector is also controlled and regulated by government, the monetary, fiscal, and price control policies. In the public sector, it is the planning authorities that decide what to produce and how much to produce, keeping in mind the overall national objective. All the activities and decisions must be based
on Sharia law.
How to produce. In the private sector, it is the price mechanism that solves the problem of how to produce. Firm will choose the method of production based on factor price. Profit motive motivate them to choose the least cost or the most efficient technique of production. In the public sector, the problem of how produce is solved by the planning authority and the government. The planning authority is influenced not only input price but also by the objective of generating more employment opportunities, promoting economic growth and etc. Now we will move to how much to produce. For how much to produce, it will be solved by the market mechanism for economic good. The interaction between demand and supply in market will determine the number of economic goods to be produced. The number of public goods will be determined by the government based on the needs of the civilian. For whom to produce. The decision for whom to produce is taken by the government. The main objective of government is that adequate quantities of necessities must be produced. The government control production in the private sector as well achieve this objective so that ensure the ability of necessities.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.